Hi, I'm Tracy Faulkner from Lush Fabrics. I come to you mid-July sale, our biggest sale of the year. I am here with a whole new setup for the videos. I decided that my background was a little bit bland, so I have set it up again. Hope you like it. Please let me know if you prefer this. It is quite busy, so maybe it's a bit too much. This one or the white wall that I was doing it on before. I'd love to know what you think and which is better. I'm hoping this might be a little bit better on the sound as well. You can let me know what you think. Okay, so we are mid-July sale. It is a 4-day sale. It is our biggest sale of the year. So in saying that, we do get a lot of orders, which means it does take us longer to fulfill the orders and send them out. So we greatly appreciate your patience while we get all of that done. We are working very, very hard to cut all the fabrics and put all the orders together and get them sent out to you. Everything is on sale in our July sale. So everything you'll find on the website is reduced, ready to go, except for gift cards. You can combine your orders. So if you have already placed an order in our July sale, you can still shop these new releases, which by the way are also all reduced at the July sale pricing. So if you would like to do that, just use the code Combine My Orders, all one word. It applies to flat rate shipping within Australia only. But if you've already placed an order, please feel free to put another one in and use that code so that you're not charged shipping again. If you do forget it and you do end up paying shipping again, as we're going through and processing the order, if we can refund some shipping, then we will. Don't forget as well about our Made with Lush competition, which I've also just started advertising earlier this week. It goes up until the 6th of September because we want you to purchase your fabric within the competition period, sew your fabric up within that period, and post it to either our Instagram or our Facebook or both to enter into the competition. We have an Elna black heavy duty overlocker. She is so pretty. That is our main prize. And we also have some Lush gift cards to give away. So do check it all out on our website. All the information is on there, all the terms and conditions, what you need to do, all that sort of thing. Because you want a valid entry. You don't want to go to all that work and then you haven't followed everything you need to do. So do check it out on our website. It's all there. I'm really hoping to see lots and lots of entries. It's so inspiring to see what other people sew. So please do post your entries so that everyone can see what you've made and be inspired by that and possibly make up the same thing. All right, let's have a look at today's new fabrics. I have, I'm not sure, 7, 9 new fabrics for you today, and as I said, they are all reduced to go in with the sale pricing. Our first one, you've seen this fabric before, and I've actually made up a jumper in this fabric. It is called Fleece Rib. It is 96% poly, 4% spandex, 200 GSM. But look at this gorgeous texture. And that, it's just not really showing up very well, but that is all brushed. So it's gorgeous to the touch. I made the that oversized turtleneck sweater out of the black in this, and it is so beautiful to wear. This is so lovely and soft. Feels beautiful against your skin. So this is the right side with the fleecy ribs, and then the wrong side just feels really lovely. Nice and soft. Yeah, it's really nice. Okay, stretch is fantastic. So it's great for a jumper. Really nice for a cardigan as well, being as it's the same color on the inside as it is the outside. I'm sure you could make a dress or a lounge set or something like that out of this. It's just gorgeous. All right, I do have just one thread, I think, 1651 in the Resant for this one. Couldn't find anything in the Mariflex, unfortunately. All right, this is called Pot Puree Fleece Rib. Now, I have another one. This one is Surf Spray. Another fleece rib. Such a pretty color. I actually think I have my name down to sew this one up. And And then I changed my mind, which I'll get to that in a minute. Lovely fleecy ribs. And the stretch again is great. Now threads, I think I've got a couple of threads here. No, just one. So just a research again for this one. Where is the number? Oh, I need my glasses. 1090 is the match here. So this one is Surf Spray. Oh my goodness, I'm ruining my new setup. There we go. Surf Spray Fleece Rib. All right, next is a fabric that I did sew up, and this one is called Light Purple, and it is the textured sweater knit. I also sewed up the melon in this fabric base. It is just gorgeous. It is so beautiful. It's really light, and I know that means to some people that it's not warm, but I find it really warm. I'm just wearing a long sleeve t-shirt underneath. I don't know, it's from Kmart or Cotton On or something like that. That's all that I have on, is just a long sleeve t-shirt, this over the top, and it feels lovely. This is so soft and beautiful to wear. This is 50% rayon, 25% nylon, and 25% poly. So it's an interesting base. It's not really a composition that we have very often, but the rayon gives it a beautiful softness. And it just feels, as I said, really gorgeous. It's only 180 GSM, 190 GSM, sorry. My information is really small today. I haven't got that set up just yet. And with the sale, I probably won't have it set up for next week either, but maybe after that I can get organized. So my apologies for squinting over this way, trying to read what I have written down about these fabrics. All right, let's have a look at this one. All right, so the right side, there is differences between them, and I did sew it wrong at the start with this when I was making this jumper. That is the wrong side with the little crosses there. Why I thought that was the right side, I'm not too sure, but I did make that error, and I soon fixed it up and got it right. So it's so pretty. The ribs are really gorgeous, the texture's really lovely. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Nana's knitting, which I think is quite nice. Right, stretch is amazing. Both ways. I have made here, this is the Bianca sweater by Green Style. And I've made this before. I'm not sure if I've made it with the hood. So this is the hooded version, which I quite like. I think it's the cropped length, but it's not crazy short. It's actually sits at a really nice level. So I quite like this pattern. I think it's a nice easy sew, and I really like the shape of it. And it works on lots of different fabrics, but it's just lovely in this one. I do have some threads, or a thread, and it's the Resart 88. I know it looks shocking here. They do not look like they are the same at all. But when you just put one bit of thread over, it really does disappear into it if you need to do some top stitching. I didn't need to do any top stitching on this one, so I think I probably, oh no, I did try and match it actually a little bit. I've got a little bit of ivory in my overlocker, but I think I did have a little bit of purple as well because the hood isn't lined, so you can see some of the overlocking. Oh, and the top stitching here. I did top stitch, I forgot. So yeah, on the hood I did some. I'll take all of that back. All right, so this is light purple textured sweater knit. It's gorgeous. Now, the last few weeks we've shown you some of these new to us bases called Cozy Fleece. So I've got two more colors for you today. This feels so beautiful. It is just kitten-like. It's just beautiful. So what is this one? 76% rayon. That's why it feels so soft, because there is so much rayon in there. 21% poly, 3% spandex, 180 GSM. It's beautiful. So it's light, obviously, from that GSM, but again, it would be a layering piece. I personally don't own anything that I could wear just on its own on a cold day. I'd always need to layer. That's just me. Even my heaviest jumper, which is really, really heavy, I still need something underneath for the wind chill that comes through. I need something to protect me from that. All right, so I think you can see, excuse those wrinkles, but I think you can see that fleeciness that's on the outside. So it's gorgeous and fleecy on the right side, and then it's just nice and smooth on the wrong side. So it's really, really lovely. I mean, you could make a top out of this if you wanted to, or a jumper, cardigan. I think it's probably going to have too much stretch in it for pants or something like that. I think they will grow on you during the day too much. And if you were to make a long style cardigan, I would recommend giving it some reinforcement in the shoulder seams. I use clear elastic for that, or a dress as well, probably some reinforcement in some horizontal seams where you can. It is very, very stretchy both ways. And there is your drape. So this one, I have some matches for you. So the 1000 in the Resart and 111 in the Mariflex. All right, and the next color is really pretty. We've called this one Barrier Reef, but it's just gorgeous. It's a beautiful teal color. So Barrier Reef, cozy fleece, feels gorgeous. It's got that same amazing stretch. This could make a real comfort garment. Okay, let's try and find the match for this one too. I think it's 1612 in the Resart, nothing in the Mariflex, I'm sorry. I did not have much luck at all with Mariflex for this lot. All right, Barrier Reef Cozy Fleece. Now I have another beautiful soft French terry for you. This one is called Mint Leaf. It feels amazing. It's 86% poly, 10% rayon, 4% spandex. So while it doesn't have a huge rayon content, it feels amazingly soft. So this is the right side of the French terry. And this is the wrong side of the French terry. You can choose to wear them either way. It's completely up to you. Some French terries are printed on the loopy side. Some are printed on the smooth side, more commonly the smooth side. Stretch is really good. The French terry is so good for so many different garment types. There's not a lot going on vertically, just a little bit. Great for a tracksuit. You can make a dress, jumper. It can just be a top. There's heaps that you can do, and it is just gorgeous. Now, unfortunately, I have no thread matches for this one. So it's all on its own. Mint Leaf French terry. All right, let me scoot over to the next page here. I have some prints to show you now. The first one is a print that you've seen before. This is double brush poly, and this print is called Brunch Date, this time in indigo. It's really vibrant and beautiful. I love it. Let me show you that print and those colors up close. They look great. All right, stretch. So double brush poly is our most versatile fabric, and I do have a video just about double brush poly where I show you heaps of different garments that I've made out of this fabric base and give you some ideas on what you can do with it. So if you haven't used double brush poly before, do check that out. That video you can find on our YouTube channel, or it is also included in every single brush poly product on our website. So if you click into the product, you'll see a couple of videos, and the second one is all about brush poly itself. All right, now I could not find any thread matches for this blue, unfortunately, so hopefully you have something in your stash that will work for it. I do have lots of fabric that will go with it though, so let's have a look at those. First of all is this blush brushed waffle for the lighter pinks that are here in the flowers. That is very pretty. And of course, good old ivory double brush poly, which goes with just about everything. Or you could go with something darker, You can try this magenta braid jacquard. You might have bought some. I think it was just last week that we had it as the Lush Sunday Rewind. The weeks are all merging into one. No, maybe it was the week before. I think it was the week before. But it has recently been a Lush Sunday Rewind. So you might already have some in your stash. So that matches beautifully. You can also go with the Sage Super Soft Harchie to match in with these leaves, if you wanted to go that way. Or this is Vivid Viola, the Heavy Rib, which is a gorgeous base. And this color is amazing. And that looks really, really pretty with it as well. And that is the last one. I also wonder if you could put this Potpourri Fleece Rib that we've just released today with it. And possibly, what does this jumper look like with it? I wonder if this would go with it as well. I actually think that looks really pretty with it too. So the light purple textured sweater knit is a really pretty option with it as well. Brunch Date in Indigo Double Brush Poly. Next, I have a story to go with this one. Another double brush poly, and this one is called Jeff the Snake. This is a request from my youngest son who loves snakes, wants a pet snake. He can't have a pet snake. I don't want a pet snake. But at school, when they have to, they have to write stories all the time, his character in his stories is always Jeff the Snake. So Jeff is a bit of a thing in our house. It's a bit of a thing in his class as well. I was in there for a writing morning, or like a mum's writing morning, and all the kids had to get into groups of, 3 or 4 kids. Every single group wrote about Jeff the Snake. That was their character for all the groups. So he's gone right through the class, Jeff the Snake. So that's why I have such an unusual name for this fabric. It's because it was a request of my child. And I thought, well, why on earth not? Let's make it Jeff the Snake. The colours in it are really, really pretty. They are gorgeous. I've never been one to think, oh, I love snake print, I must wear snake print. But I would definitely wear this fabric because I just think the colours are so beautiful. And yeah, I just think it looks really nice. So again, double brush poly. Great stretch both ways. Beautiful drape. Now, what do I have to go with this one? I've got some thread choices for you here. So you could go with the ivories. So 1000 or 111 in the Mariflex. But I also got a pink out as well. So 5096 is this really light pink, which could also be an option for you. So you can use any of those. Now, matches, we have English Rose, double brush poly, is really pretty. And also Midnight Sail, double brush poly. Looks really nice if you want a bit of depth of colour in there. Or you could go with the Oceana Braid Jacquard for something darker and warmer. It could be an outer layer, this one. What else have we got? And then the other one is the Potpourri Fleece Rib. Looks really pretty with it too. So that works really well. All right, so that is the story of Jeff the Snake and why I have given this fabric such an unusual name. Okay, last fabric for you. I also have a heap of sewing essentials. This might be my longest video ever. I do apologize. If you enjoy watching them, that's amazing. If not, just fast forward through to something that interests you. The last of the fabrics, this is called Inuendo Pastel, and it is a rayon French terry. It is super soft. It is also super stretchy. I can feel from here, and you can see it bouncing. It doesn't hold its own weight very well. So consider the weight of your garment and whether you need to give it a little bit of reinforcement. So easy to give it that reinforcement, that clear elastic in the shoulder seams, and it really does help to give it some strength. There is a video on how to do that on our YouTube channel as well, just to add clear elastic to the shoulder seams to give it the stretch. We have some clear elastic here, which you can purchase if you're just going to make a jumper or something like that. it should be okay. If you have clear elastic on hand, I would put it in there just to be safe. It takes an extra probably 2 minutes, not even that. It's a really quick job, and it's cost effective. But anything longer than a jumper, I would definitely give it some reinforcement. It can't hurt. It doesn't add bulk to your garment in the end, so it's always worth doing if you've got the clear elastic there. All right, so 95% rayon, 5% spandex, 200 GSM. So you can imagine it feels gorgeous. It's got really great stretch both ways. So our general French terry doesn't have a lot of vertical stretch. This one does. And look at the gorgeous colors. It's so pretty. I love those colors. So it's smooth on the right side, loopy on the wrong side. Again, you can choose to wear it however you like, whichever preference you prefer. Now, there's lots of colors in here, so I just went with the ivories. You can go with whichever one you like, but I just chose 1000 in the Rasan and 111 in the Mariflex. Okay, I have Blissful Blue double brush poly to go with this one. Isn't that a beautiful match? I really like that. You can go with Sea Glass French Terry Fleece, which is also really pretty. Sweet Pink French Terry. And Ivory Super Soft Harchi is another really nice one. You could probably pick any of our ivories and it would look really nice because the color is so variant. I think you can work with any of those. And the other one that you could do is the Vanilla Ice Cozy Fleece that is releasing today as well. So they look really nice together too. I wonder if you could put this one with it. I think you could wear this one with it too, because where the blues and the pinks meet, it is purple. So you could easily put the light purple textured sweater knit with it as well. All right, that is all of our new fabrics, but I have quite a few sewing essentials that I'd like to show you as well. I'm just going to do a quick little reshuffle here so that I can have the sewing essentials next to me and access them a little bit easier. So I apologize for the long video today, but we've got a lot of cool stuff in here. So let's have a little look. The first thing I want to show you, this is a new to us thing and I've already marked this one as mine, coming home to me. It is called a magnetic wrist pinny. I have been searching high and low for a pin cushion or a pin holder that will sit on my wrist well, and I think I finally found it. I have stocked a few and they're fine, but they're not really exactly what I wanted. They move around a little bit too much when there's too much weight in there, because the cushion can add a bit of weight. So this is a magnetic pin dish in the middle here, and it's the slap wristband. So it fits you because it is molded to your wrist. So I would probably just wear it here in front of my watch, because I would always want it on my left hand. I'm right-handed, so I'd want it on my left hand. That is so secure. It's not going to twist around. I love it. It's the best thing. So as I said, this one's coming home with me. The pins are automatically going to go sharp end down. Sorry, get my face out of it, and then maybe it'll focus on this. There we go. So the pins are automatically going to go the sharp end down because that's where the magnet is. So you're not going to prick yourself with the pin as you're getting them in and out. It's genius. I love it. I was so excited to see them. So I bought a couple of packs because I'm hoping you guys are going to love them too. So it comes in this gorgeous pink. Let me just get these other colors out. They're all buried here. We've got this really pretty blue. We've got sunny yellow, which is gorgeous. A nice bright green. And this beautiful purple. So they are new on our website today, and they will be on sale as well because we're in the middle of the July sale. All right, So that is the magnetic wrist pinnies. I hope you love them as much as I do. Something else that I know you guys love, because we sell out of these so quickly every time I get them back in stock, is this needle cushion holder. It's really great. It's got all the different sized needles that you can have, different types of needles, different sizes of needles, and you can put them in there. So you can keep track of what your needles are, whether you've started to use them or if they're brand new, that sort of thing. They can all go in there. So I've ordered a few of these on the website today as well, back in stock. And then something else new that I have got is this 25mm elastic, and it's braided elastic, and I've got it in white and black. So we're going to be selling this one by the meter for you. So the elastics we've got at the moment are really more designed to be exposed elastics. They're kind of decorative, and I think the minimum is 40 mils. So these are that little bit smaller, which is really nice. So 25 mils, black and white, designed to be encased in your garment, so you can't see them in your finished product. But yeah, I thought these would be a useful addition to our website. And on that, I also have the same in, how wide are these? 12 mils wide. So these are 12 mils. So it's, yeah, just that little bit thinner, which can still be useful in some garments. So we're going to have both of those on the website, just going by the meter for you all as well. And what else have I got for you today? I have these extra long threaders. So we have had an overlocker threader on the website before. This is slightly different though, so we have to create it as a new product. This one has a looper threader as well, so you can thread your machine needles with this long one with the blue handle, and then it's got the looper threader in there as well, which can be very handy for your overlockers, which sometimes I think you need to be disjointed to be able to get to threading them. So this might be something that's really useful to you. Okay, we have back our measuring gauges and our sewing gauges. These are both really, really handy to have. I use this sort of one a lot. I find it really quick and easy, you know, when I'm trying to measure a hem, or even just seam allowance. You know, I just like to double check sometimes. I don't find the lines on my needle plate are that clear on my sewing machine. So I like to just check that I've got my seam allowance correct by just dropping the needle, putting this down and just marking that line with some washi tape or something. So those are both very handy. We have some more chalk in this little tub again. This is Taylor's chalk. I really like the shape of this chalk. I find it really easy to hold and to mark on your fabric. And I also have hem clips back in stock. Great for holding your hem up, and you can measure on there. There's lines on there, so you know you're getting the right measurement for your hem as well, and you can keep them on there as you're sewing. They're like your pins or your clips for sewing your hems. Okay, that is everything that I have to show you. It was a lot. I know, I'm sorry. Don't know if I've ever gone quite this long before in a video, but it is the July sale, so it is worth giving you some extra things to add to your cart. So as I said, please do take advantage of the July sale while it is running. You can place multiple orders and just use the code combine my orders, so you don't have to pay shipping twice. There are some T's and C's on that, so it has to be the right sort of shipping, flat rate shipping. So do check that out. All that information is on our website under shipping. You'll find it all in there. Always have our competitions going, one in our Facebook group and one on YouTube. So please do enter those competitions. For this video, there are $25 Lush gift cards to give away there. We, of course, have our sewing competition coming up, so please do take part in that. We'd love to see what you sew. All right, these fabrics and sewing essentials are now live on our website, which is www.lushfabrics.com.au. If you've made it all the way to the end, congratulations and thank you so much. I appreciate you watching. I will be back next week with some more fabrics for you. Thanks. Bye.